Welcome to another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we talk about the top 15 tight end rankings for week 7. You ready?
The Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom. Rolling on the field.
The Fantasy Goodfellas.
All right, before we get started, let's explain what's going to happen. I'm just going to show you the rankings, then we're going to talk about it. Doesn't really care if it's our rankings or somebody else. So number 1, Trey McBride versus Green Bay. Last week, Trey McBride was the second ranked tight end. He did that with 72 receiving yards and 1 receiving touchdown. If you look on the season so far, he's ranked 4th. And if you go back here, we look at his production. Look, he had 8 catches. Nobody else has as many catches. Number 2, Tyler Warren at the Los Angeles Chargers. What has he done? He's done 63 receiving yards, 1 receiving touchdown. If you look at his rankings, he's been in the top 10 5 of the past 6 weeks. Number 3, George Kittle versus Atlanta, making his return. Number 4, Sam LaPorta versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, LaPorta did 55 receiving yards, 1 receiving touchdown. That was good for 4th in week 6. On the season, he's the 9th ranked tight end. So that's something to pay attention, that they're expecting him to perform better than he's done all season. At number 5, Tucker Kraft at the Arizona Cardinals. Tucker Kraft, he was the 6th ranked tight end in week 6. On the season so far, he's 8th, 20. There might be at the week 5, he was probably a bye. So that gives you an idea. He could be a top 10 tight end each week. Number 6, Jake Ferguson versus the Washington Commanders. Ferguson's having an unbelievable season so far. He did 33 receiving yards, 1 receiving touchdown. He was in the top 10 each week too. At number 7, Hunter Henry at the Tennessee Titans. Here, he's done 3 receptions, 3 targets, 27 receiving yards. He's performed. I'd like to look at, he could be there about half the time he does well, half the time he doesn't, but Drake May is coming on of late. At number 8, Travis Kelce versus the Las Vegas Raiders. He's gotten into the end zone, and that's what makes him, if he gets into the end zone with Patrick Mahomes heating up, it's going to bode well. Then you have Rashee Rice coming back. That might stretch it. There might be some opportunities for Kelce. Number 9, Dallas Goedert at the Minnesota Vikings. He was the top tight end in week 6 on the season. He's the 3rd ranked tight end. So it tells you that he's having a good season. At number 10, Darren Waller at the Cleveland Browns. Waller, he got into the end zone, but Tua struggles. And then Tua came up with the comments this week. I don't know if that's going to help that team, so I expect him to be out. Number 11, Zach Ertz at the Dallas Cowboys. Ertz is getting into the end zone. If you look, there's his receiving yards, but we want to see. He's consistently, almost every other game, getting a touchdown. That's excellent. At number 12, Harold Fannin Jr. versus the Miami Dolphins. He's doing it by yardage. So if you look at some of his, he got a lot of yardage. He's getting it. End zone, he's not getting into the end zone. So you can tell how he's getting it. It's by yards. Number 13, Kyle Pitts at the San Francisco 49ers. I haven't paid attention much about him this season, so that's why I want to kind of check him out. He's outside of the top 15. He only got in the top 4 1 week. Otherwise, not too much going on there, especially when you had Bijan Robinson doing so well. Number 14, Cade Otton at the Detroit Lions. 51 receiving yards. Let's see what he's done on the season. He's done, that's his rankings. And at number 15, Mason Taylor versus the Carolina Panthers. Now, we have to look at him because here we go, 2 receiving yards. So how did he get ranked? Let's see, who's he going against? The Carolina Panthers. So I think this is a stretch. I don't know. You know, if you don't know, you know, he could be. He was only in the top 15 2 weeks. I just don't see it coming together for him. So I expect him to be outside of the top 15. And that's going to do it for our top 15 tight end rankings for week 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and good luck on your fantasy football.